Okay, ji, welcome back. MI students. Will be continuing our lecture on chapter number 4, which was on related to ethical and social issues in information systems. So far, we have covered this chapter in 3 parts. Now, this will be our part 4 of this series of lectures on this chapter number 4. So, let's continue with today's lecture. Okay, in today's lecture, we'll be covering different health-related issues. Health issues related to information technology. Now, we'll cover the medical as well as psychological issues that are related to this. Uh, let's start with the repetitive stress injury. Repetitive stress injury, RSI, occurs when muscle groups are forced through repetitive action, often with high impact loads such as tennis, or tens or thousands of repetitions under low impact loads such as working at a computer keyboard. The single largest source of RSI is कंप्यूटर कीबोर्ड्स. ठीक है, तो रेपिटेटिव इंजरी तब होती है जब आपके मसल्स के ऊपर रेपिटेटिवली जो है वो लोड पड़ता रहे. अब वो रेपिटेटिव लोड जो है वो हाई इम्पैक्ट भी हो सकता है, जैसे आप देखें टेनिस खेलते हुए. टेनिस में आपको ज्यादा एनर्जी लगाना पड़ता है और हाई इम्पैक्ट पड़ता है आपके मसल्स पे, तो उससे भी रेपिटेटिव स्ट्रेस इंजरी हो सकती है. और इट कैन बी बिकॉज ऑफ सम लो इम्पैक्ट लोड, जैसे कि आप देखें आप काम कर रहे हैं कंप्यूटर पे और आपको कंटिन्यूस टाइपिंग करनी है. सो इफ यू आर वर्किंग एट अ कंप्यूटर कीबोर्ड फॉर लॉन्ग आवर्स, तो उसकी वजह से भी आपको ये रेपिटेटिव स्ट्रेस इंजरी हो सकती है. द सिंगल लार्जेस्ट सोर्स ऑफ रेपिटेटिव स्ट्रेस इंजरी इज कंप्यूटर कीबोर्ड. तो ये कीबोर्ड जो है कंप्यूटर कीबोर्ड्स, वर्किंग लॉन्ग आवर्स ऑन कंप्यूटर कीबोर्ड्स इज आल्सो leading to this repetitive stress injury. Excuse me. Carpal tunnel syndrome, CTS. The most common kind of computer related repetitive stress injury is carpal tunnel syndrome, in which pressure on the median nerve through the wrist's bony structure, called a carpal tunnel, produces pain. The pressure is caused by constant repetition of keystrokes. In a single shift, a word processor may perform 23,000 keystrokes. ठीक है, तो ये जो रेपिटेटिव स्ट्रेस इंजरी की एक टाइप यहाँ पे डिफाइन की गई है, विच इज कार्पल टनल सिंड्रोम. वो क्या है कार्पल टनल सिंड्रोम? कि इट इज बेसिकली पुटिंग प्रेशर ऑन द मीडियन नर्व थ्रू द रिस्ट बोनी स्ट्रक्चर. जो आपके रिस्ट के अंदर बोनी स्ट्रक्चर है, बोन है, उसके ऊपर स्ट्रेस पड़ता है और उसकी वजह से आपके इस रिस्ट के अंदर इट प्रोड्यूसेस पेन. और mainly it is caused by the repetition of keystrokes on the keyboard. Symptoms of carpal tunnel syndrome include numbness, shooting pain, inability to grasp objects and tingling. ठीक है, तो ये कार्पल टनल सिंड्रोम जब आप सफर करते हैं इससे, तो फिर ये है कि आपको नमनेस फील होती है अपने मसल्स के अंदर. आपको जो है वो शूटिंग पेन, एकदम से पेन स्टार्ट होता है और एकदम से इंक्रीज कर जाता है. समटाइम यू फील इट डिफिकल्ट टू ग्रास्प द ऑब्जेक्ट्स. ठीक है, इनएबिलिटी टू ग्रास्प द ऑब्जेक्ट, डिफरेंट ऑब्जेक्ट्स को होल्ड करने में आपको प्रॉब्लम आती है. एंड टिंगलिंग, ठीक है, कि आपको मसल्स अपने जो कलाई है अपने हाथों के अंदर जो है उसके अंदर जो है वो चुभन का एहसास होता है. So millions of workers have been diagnosed with carpal tunnel syndrome. And so this is one of the repetitive stress injury which is related to computer, working long hours on computer, especially on typing on keyboard. Okay, now how this repetitive stress injury can be avoided? It is avoidable, so it can be avoided by if we take the certain steps, which include designing of workstation for a neutral wrist position, using a rest to support the wrist. Proper monitor stands and foot rests all contribute to proper posture and reduced RSI. Ergonomically correct keyboards are also an option. These measures should be supported by frequent rests, breaks, and rotation of employees to different jobs. Okay, so here are some of the suggestions through which this RSI can be avoided. Um, if we can um, use the proper monitor stands and footrests, then they can also contribute to proper posture, and thus the risk of RSI is reduced. ठीक है, आपने देखा होगा बाज ऑफिस के अंदर उन्होंने वर्क स्टेशन डिजाइन किए हैं वेर यू कैन वर्क स्टैंडिंग रादर देन सिटिंग, so that can also help. And support for the risk for those people who work for as data entry operators. So for them, if a wrist support can be provided, that can also reduce this injury. Ergonomically correct keyboards are also an option. Okay, keyboards can be designed in a way which reduces the stress on your wrist or bony structure of your wrist. These measures should be supported by frequent breaks. Another measure is suggested that the workers who have to work long hours on computers, they should be given frequent breaks, and as well as rotation of employees to different jobs. So job rotation can also help. It will provide rest to employees from tedious work routine, and then they can come back fresh and start again. So giving them a break in the form of rotation can also help in avoiding this repetitive stress injury. Okay, now another uh, some other health related issues to information technologies include CVS, which is computer vision syndrome, and technostress. Computer vision syndrome refers to any eye strain condition related to display screen used in desktop computers, laptops, e-readers, smartphones, and handheld video games. Computer vision syndrome affects about 90% of people who spend 3 hours or more per day at a computer. Its symptoms, which are usually temporary, include headaches, blurred vision, and dry and irritated eyes. So, nowadays we are spending a lot of time in front of the screen, whether it be the screen of computer or laptop or smartphone. So, all of this are putting strain or stress on our vision. And according to one of the research which is quoted here back 2010, and those people who spend 3 hours or more per day at a computer, then it 90% of those people will be affected by this computer vision syndrome. And commonly we see these type of symptoms in the people among the people who are suffering from this CVS. Headaches are there, frequent headaches, blurred vision, we are not able to see the things clearly, and dry and irritated eyes, so you feel that some irritation in your eyes. So these are some of the symptoms which are related to computer vision syndrome. Technostress is another health related issue or computer related malady. uh, it is a stress which is induced by computer use. Its symptoms include aggravation, hostility towards humans, impatience, and fatigue. So, if a person is suffering from technostress, he uh, he becomes short-tempered. He is hostile towards the humans, right? Impatience, his level of patience reduces, and fatigued. Most of the time, he is feeling as if he is strained out. According to experts, humans working continuously with computers come to expect other humans and human institutions to behave like computers, providing instant responses, attentiveness, and an absence of emotion. ठीक है जी, तो ये एक इशू है कि if you are continuously working with the computers, you expect everyone to behave like a computer. Like when on a computer, if you are giving a command, it is immediately responded. तो आप ये एक्सपेक्ट करते हैं यार, जिस तरह हमने कंप्यूटर पे ये एंटर का बटन दबाया था और ये काम हो गया था, ऐसे ही ये इंडिविजुअल जो हमारे सामने बैठा है जिसने हमारा काम करना है, वो भी इसी तरह से फौरी तौर पे हमारा काम कर दे. एंड कंप्यूटर इज ऑलवेज अटेंटिव टू अस. ठीक है जी, हम उस पर काम कर रहे हैं तो वो हमारी कमांड्स को देख रहा है, हमारी कमांड्स को रिस्पॉन्ड कर रहा है. तो वी एक्सपेक्ट द सेम फ्रॉम द individuals with whom we are dealing, and an absence of emotion. These machines, they don't have any emotions, but human beings do have emotions, ठीक है, एक आदमी है वो उस पे काम का स्ट्रेस है उसके ऊपर, और ही माइट हैव स्ट्रेस फ्रॉम द होम, or whatever reasons, health problem issues can be there with that person. So because of that he might not be responding the way he should be. तो वो चीजें हमें if a person is suffering from techno stress, he is basically ignoring all those factors and he is expecting him to behave like a computer. Technostress is thought to be related to high levels of job turnover in the computer industry, high levels of early retirement from computer intense occupations, and elevated levels of drug and alcohol use. अब इसके साथ जो टेक्नो स्ट्रेस के साथ रिलेटेड इश्यूज हैं वो ये हैं कि आपको द जॉब टर्नओवर इन द कंप्यूटर इंडस्ट्री इज वेरी हाई। ठीक है, वो लोग जो इस प्रोफेशन के अंदर है, कंप्यूटर के प्रोफेशन के अंदर हैं, दे हैव अ लॉट ऑफ स्ट्रेस, एंड टू carry on that stress for a long period of time becomes very hard for them. As a result, they'll quit their job. High levels of um early retirement from computer intense, same problem here, and elevated levels of drug and alcohol use. So people wants to calm down their stress, they want to come out of the stress, for which they start using some drugs as well as the alcohol. Now the incidence of techno stress is not known, but it is thought to be in the millions and growing rapidly in the United States. Computer related jobs now top the list of stressful occupations based on health statistics in several industrialized countries. Okay, so this techno stress is becoming common norm, and the reason being increased involvement with the computer and the information technology is resulting uh, in this phenomenon of techno stress. And these computer related jobs are among the top stressful occupations, as which is estimated by the health statistics in several industrialized countries. Health issues related to information technology. To date, the role of radiation from computer display screens in occupational disease has not been proved. Video display terminals, which is VDTs, emit non-ionizing electric and magnetic fields at low frequencies. These rays enter the body and have unknown effects on enzymes, molecules, chromosomes, and cell membranes. Long-term studies are investigating low-level electromagnetic fields and birth defects, stress, low birth weight, and other diseases. All manufacturers have reduced display screen emissions since the early 1980s, and European countries such as Sweden have adopted stiff radiation emission standards. Okay, so here another issue is highlighted here, which is related to the computer or use of computer, is the uh, uh, use of video terminals, video display terminal, VDTs. And these VDTs, we all know that they emit non-ionizing electric and magnetic fields at low frequencies. And now these rays which are emitted from these VDTs, they can be, harmful for the humans, as far as the as some birth defects are related to them, stress, low birth weight, and other diseases are a correlation of these VTTs is established with these type of diseases. Now, that is the reason that the emphasis now is on green computing. In green computing, uh, the focus is to reduce this radiation emitted by the video display terminals. So, use of those video terminals, display terminals, are promoted, which have low emission, uh, radiation emission from them. In addition to these maladies, computer technology may be harming our cognitive functions. Although the internet has made it much easier for people to access, create, and use information, some experts believe that it is also preventing people from focusing and thinking clearly. Okay, so another issue is that we have become too much uh, used to of searching on the internet. Any problem we face, we start to गूगल इट, ठीक है जी। तो हमें लगता है कि हमें वहां से हर आंसर मिल जाएगा। तो रिजल्ट ये हो रहा है कि हम अपने दिमाग पे जोर नहीं डालते हैं, अपनी जो है थिंकिंग एबिलिटीज को हम जो है वो पॉलिश नहीं करते हैं। तो ब्रेन इज अ मशीन विच द एफिशिएंसी ऑफ दिस मशीन इंक्रीजेस द मोर वी यूज इट। ठीक ना, जितना हम इस दिमाग को यूज करेंगे, इस्तेमाल करेंगे, थिंक करेंगे, चीजों को एनालाइज करेंगे, कॉम्प्रिहेंड करने की कोशिश करेंगे, तो द कैपेबिलिटी ऑफ द ब्रेन इट इंक्रीजेस। But on the other hand, if we are not using it, if we are not giving any task to the brain to do, so it will be sitting idle, and as a result its efficiency will keep on decreasing. So this is the problem that is related to this computer technology, that it is harming our cognitive functions. Okay, so with this we come to the end of the chapter number 4. Uh, this whole chapter was covered in 4 different parts, so kindly go through this series of lectures one by one. I have intentionally kept the content to a lower level so that your interest is there, and it becomes easy for you to at least go through each presentation in one sitting। ठीक है, तो 10 15 20 मिनट के अंदर आप एक वीडियो देख लें, लेक्चर देख लें और उसको कॉम्प्रिहेंड कर लें, तो दैट इज आई थिंक more beneficial than I go for one lecture for one complete 1.5 hour stretch, which will exhaust you people as well as, and your interest will not be there, as well as it will become difficult for me as well to continue keep the pace or keep the energy for the whole period. Okay, so go through these lectures, note down your questions, and if we'll soon have a question and answer session. For that, we might use the Zoom. We can come for a meeting on Zoom and discuss all the questions related to this chapter on it. So that's all from my side for this chapter. I'll be back with you on case study. The next lecture that I'll cover in about with for this lecture number 4 is a case study that we'll discuss in the next lecture. Thank you very much.